Most of the experienced riders will advise you that on a long motorcycle trip you need a big adventure bike, something like a BMW GS 1200, Yamaha Super Tenere or a KTM 1290. You'll need a powerful engine and enough luggage capacity. Big petrol tank is absolutely necessary, and there is nothing better than driveshaft. Yes, this is the reality, but the reality and functionality are two different things. Let me explain you why. Stay with me. Number 1. The price of the trip. It is obvious that to travel the world you need a motorcycle. The big adventure bikes like BMW GS 1200 Adventure or KTM 1290 Adventure or Yamaha Super Tenere will cost you not less than 15,000 euros. When you include the price of your gear, your hard cases and many more things, the price will go up to 18, maybe 20,000 euros. And this will be just to have the bike. Then will come the tires, oils, maintenance, taxes and insurance. With the big boys I just said, the costs will be 30, 40, up to 50% higher compared to the prices of owning a small 600 or 650 cc motorcycle. And what is interesting here, that spending that amount of money will not guarantee that you'll have a better adventure. It's only guarantee that you'll spend much more before you even start your trip. Here, maybe you will defend yourself and you're gonna say, yeah, but I'm gonna have this powerful motorcycle, I can ride up to 160 kilometers per hour on the highway, I can cover so many miles per day. That's correct, you can do it, but is this your understanding about motorcycle adventure trip? To ride only on the highways, to sleep in luxury hotels and drink very expensive wine every night? Probably not. You have to confess that the highways are boring. We did not bought our motorcycles to ride on the highways. We're looking for different ways, different roads, probably twisty roads, to ride and enjoy the landscape around us. So, how fast you can ride on the normal roads? 90, 100, 110 kilometers per hour? You can have that speed even with 250cc Chinese bike. The fresh example I have is my last trip to Russia and Mongolia. So guys, we spent almost 15,000–16,000 kilometers riding in Russia and Mongolia, but there is no highway. We use only the normal roads. So how fast you can ride your GS or your KTM on that roads? You cannot exceed my top speed. You cannot go over 120 because it is impossible. It's a small road, a lot of traffic, and in some places it's just narrow, so that your maximum speed is going to be 100, 110, maximum 120 kilometers per hour. Of course, if you plan to ride only in Europe, then it will be 90% highways, and I perfectly understand that. But it's a different story, it's a different type of trip. Number 2 is the weight. The weight always matters. If you are looking for adventure, sooner or later you will leave the comfort asphalt roads and you will go deep into the off-road world. It is just a matter of time to realize that the lighter you are, better chances to stay straight you have. To learn that the big and heavy engine is useless on the dirt, and to find out that it's much easier to lift 200 instead of 300 or 350 kilograms. You can make it once, twice or 10 times, but you cannot do it all day round. With heavy bike you have to skip some parts of the trip or you will need help. So finally, more you travel, more you will learn and lighter you will become. Number 3. Constant instead of top speed. You don't need to be a mathematical guru to see that on the long motorcycle trip it's much better to have a constant instead of top speed. You might disagree with me and tell me that you prefer to have a big engine, a big powerful motorcycle, but you can ride it slowly. Is that right? Really? Why are you buying a big motorcycle then? I have seen many guys ride a small motorcycle fast, but I have never seen a guy with a big motorcycle to ride slow. Oops, sorry, I have seen some, but only when they go on the dirt roads. They ride really slow, helping with the legs. They use any kind of unusual motorcycle riding techniques just to go past a simple river or a little sand or something like that. Another one cons of riding fast is that you cannot really enjoy your trip. You have to be focused on the road and your motorcycle. You cannot really look around and just do it slowly and really enjoy the trip. Also, when you ride fast, you can miss important things or miss important information signs. You increase your chances to make an accident or to avoid somebody else's mistake. As I said many times before, it's a long motorcycle trip. It is not a race. Reduce the speed if you want to see the world. Number 4. Less luggage. With small and light bike, you will probably go to the solution of soft luggage, which is right if you ask me. By taking this decision, you will automatically reduce the number of the items you're taking with you. You don't need to double or triple everything. You will ride on the Earth, not on Mars. Leave the kitchen sink and the toilet at home. They are too heavy. And again, the resistance. Yes, but on a long motorcycle trip, you need more stuff. Really, you don't need more stuff, guys. It's the same stuff for 1 week, 1 month, or a 3-month trip. It's the same stuff. And one personal advice, 1 month before the trip, stop to going to this big motorcycle accessory shop. You will buy so many things, the things you don't really need it. Just check at home what you have, make a list, plan exactly what you need. This is very important. Number 5, safety. I will split it to 2 categories, personal and bike safety. Number 1, personal safety. With small and light bike, it's much easier to ride in the traffic, to make some not so legal maneuvers, to split the lanes or park the bike. It is easy to move it when the engine is not working. Easy to ride it on and off-road and easy to lift it if you have to. It's more likely to stay unhurt if you fell down and you stuck under the bike. It is much easier to cross the rivers or ride in the sand, especially if you are alone. By having this easy control, you increases the chances to finish your trip without any problems. And number 2 is bike safety. It's much easier to find a parking spot. You can push the bike into the hotel backyards, into the small narrow street. If you sleep in motel on the ground floor, you can have the bike even inside of your room. And one very important, when you have small and cheap motorcycle, you're not actually attracting people who will think that you're some kind of bored millionaire and you're happy to share your wallet with everyone. You will be invisible. So guys, the definition of adventure is exciting or unusual experience that usually involving some risk. You can do it with any bike. So instead of spending 20,000 euro for motorcycle, spend 5 or 7 and the rest used to see the world. And remember, the last thing you're gonna need on the long motorcycle trip is a heavy bike. Thank you very much for watching and don't forget to subscribe for a new video every week. Ride safe. Ciao.